we're going to go through some rate guides for Mega Gardevior and Tapu Lele. Plus, we got some dates for the next set of community days and some events for the next few months. I'm Alex Gum, aka Cheeklate, and welcome to Pokemon Go Ahead.
Yes, let's go! Shiny Uxie! Back to back! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Before we get started with today's video, just want to let you guys know that during the Noibat Community Day, we really didn't go outside and play because it was snowing and it was super cold outside and I didn't want my camera to get frosted and everything. But we did manage to get 6 shiny Noibats, so hey, finally I got my own shiny Noibat. I feel really great. Also, you're going to see on the screen of all the shinies that we have caught during the Crackling Voltage event. Sadly, we didn't get shiny Helioptile nor shiny Dedenne, the target shinies for the event. But we did manage to get shiny Tapu Koko, which sadly took us 71 raids to get the shiny. I didn't get a screen recording because I screwed up the recording because I caught the thing as I was swiping the phone to hit the record and it got the ball. It's sensitive. It's stupid. But anyway, we got a shiny Tapu Koko. And then Pokemon Go announced that we're going to have these things called location cards, and it's going to debut this feature in the Las Vegas Hoenn Tour event. It seems like when you do a raid boss in Las Vegas, you're going to have a location card, whatever it does, and I guess you receive it after you defeat a Pokemon in a raid boss, and then the background of the Pokemon will show like where you raided from. It kind of sounds like a postcard, but I mean, you guys can read it in full detail by hitting the link in the description for the Pokemon Go Live announcement and news for this feature. And also, speaking of the Hoenn Tour Las Vegas, this Saturday, February 11th, we are going to do a giant full review of the Las Vegas Hoenn Tour event and the global Hoenn event. So guys, subscribe to this channel if you're new, and be sure to hit that notification bell. Help us get to at least 500 subscribers. Come on, man. Support me, and be sure to check out for some more great content. And then a couple quick things before we dive into today's video. The Pidgey Spotlight Hour is tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. So make sure you drop some lucky eggs and evolve any Pokemon you have. Catch those Pidgey because it's 12 candy for an evolution. Easy peasy. Just drop those pineapple berries and just drop those lucky eggs and get as much XP as possible when you evolve. We also have the Valentine's Day event that is happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. So be sure to check out tomorrow's video when we do the Pidgey Spotlight Hour. We're also going to do some early raid bosses for Tapu Lele and Mega Gardevior via remote invites. Also, speaking of which, we are going to dive into the Mega and the Legendary raid boss guides. But before we do have some details about some dates for the next upcoming community days and some events throughout the month of March through May. So let's talk about those dates first. Now, as I'm recording this video, we have zero idea what the featured Pokemon are going to be for the community day. Let's just say we're going to assume that Fennekin is going to be March. Whatever it is on April, we're going to have an old Pokemon for the classic community day. And then let's hope that May is the Froakie Conde, because I want that shiny Greninja so bad. But aside from that, let's go over it. So Saturday, March 18th is the first community day announced. Saturday is April 15th. Saturday, April 29th is the Community Day Classic. We could get a Cyndaquil, Beldum, Bagon, Ralts, maybe a Chimchar, maybe Squirtle. Who knows? It's one of those 2018-2019 calm days. And then Sunday, May 21st is the last community day that has been announced. But again, we don't know what the featured Pokemon are as of yet as I'm recording. Now, there's also events throughout the next season, which we don't know much about yet. But these are specific dates. Now, this could be a one-day event. This could extend to like a week or 5 days. We'll have to see what's going on. Sunday, March 5th. Saturday, March 11th. Saturday, April 8th, which is my mom's birthday, by the way. Sunday, April 23rd. And then the weekend of May 27th through May 28th. This kind of looks like this would be a Go Fest for the Global Go Fest. So I'm not saying that's what it is, but last year we had a Go Fest from June 4th through the 5th, and that was kind of a big L because of the shiny amount that we received. It was very disappointing, but We'll have to wait for more details on that, and at some point this week or next week, we might get details about the next community day on March 18th, so stay tuned. And now for the big reason you are watching today's video. You want to know the guides for the Tapu Lele raids and the Mega Gardevior raids. Let's start off with Tapu Lele, since that is going to be a new shiny debut. It is a returning legendary, Psychic and Fairy. If you want to get that hundo, you want to get either 1996 or if it's weather boosted, 2496. And that weather boost will be either windy or cloudy because of the Psychic Fairy typing. We also have weaknesses for Tapu Lele, and they are Ghost, Steel, and Poison. So if you have those Gengars or Metagross, you better want to be ready. You know exactly what those counters are going to be. But let's dive in a little more with the move sets. It's going to take at least 4 to 5 trainers to take out Tapu Lele, but I would recommend having 6 or more just so you can have enough raw power. And also you're going to save up on those healing items so you're not constantly using revives and hyper potions or whatever you have. Fast attacks are going to be Astonish and Confusion. And the charge moves are going to be Future Sight, Side Shock, Moon Blast, and Focus Blast. And finally, we have a picture of some of the best counters for Tapu Lele. Mega Gengar is going to be the best one for when it comes to Ghost and Poison types. You also have Mega Bayonet, but I would recommend Mega Gengar over Mega Bayonet because it is both a Ghost and Poison types, and is a stronger Ghost type than Mega Bayonet. Metagross is a top Steel type attacker. If you have a Shadow Metagross with Meteor Mash and you use that TM to get rid of frustration during the takeover events, this is a time to use that Shadow. I use the frustration on a couple Beldum. I might evolve them if I decide to use Shadows, but I hardly ever use Shadows in general, but I'm definitely using my Metagross that has Meteor Mash, and it'll just Meteor Mash, I guess. Mega Beedrill is a good Poison type Mega. Again, I would recommend Mega Gengar because it's both Ghost and Poison. Mega Alakazam is a Psychic type, but it won't boost Ghost types, but it has Shadow Ball if that helps anyone. Nihilego is going to be the best non-Mega Poison type, so if you did catch a lot of Nihilego, make sure you get the best one with Poison Jab and Sledge Bomb. We have Giratina Origin and Chandelure as some good Ghost types. You have the Chandelure with Hex and Shadow Ball, and then you have Giratina Origin form with Shadow Claw and Shadow Force. And then we have Dialga, another good non-Mega Steel type with Metal Claw and Iron Head. And finally we have Mega Gardevoir. This may be probably the best Fairy type Mega, and if so, probably the best Fairy type as thus far, with 5101 CP, which is pretty freaking high. Just like Tapu Lele, Mega Gardevoir is a Psychic and Fairy type again, weather boost of Windy and Cloudy, and the weaknesses of Ghost, Steel, and Poison. It is going to be 2578 for the hundo, and 3223 for the weather boost hundo. And then it probably would take at least 3 to 4 trainers to take out this Mega, but again, I would recommend 6 or more if possible, so that it takes it out faster, so you can get more Mega Energy than the standard 125, I think is the minimum. Fast attacks are going to be Confusion, Charge Beam, and Charm. Charm's a really good Fairy type fast move. You also have charge moves like Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and Secret Noise. Honestly, don't Mega Evolve one Secret Noise. Secret Noise is a Community Day exclusive move, yet again, it's not that good. So, if you want to evolve Corellia into either Gallade or Gardevoir during the Valentine's Day event, and it learns Secret Noise, just don't. It sucks. It's a bad move. When it comes to counters for Mega Gardevoir, you have Mega Gengar. Again, like we've mentioned for Tapu Lele, Ghost and Poison type all across the board. So I would ignore the Mega Bayonet or the Mega Beedrill. You have Metagross, again like we mentioned, Nihilego, and the Giratina Origin and Dialga. You also have like Excadrill, which we didn't mention for Tapu Lele, but you could use it for Tapu Lele also. It will have, you know, Metal Claw and Iron Head. I would just say overall, just stick with the same raid battle team for both the Mega and the Legendary, because they're both the same typing and they kind of sort of have the same move sets. Just Mega Evolve your Gengar, have your Steel types and your Poison types and your Ghost types all set up, and you should be good to go. In the next episode of Pokemon Go Ahead, we are going to be playing the Pidgey Spotlight Hour, as well as doing some early Tapu, Lele, and Mega Gardevior raids, and then we're going to go through a list of the field research task for the Valentine's Day event once we get more details on what the tasks are for certain Pokemon during the Valentine's Day events. And that's all the time that we have. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.